everyone, welcome over here to the Dascar Golf Super Speedway Series Season 5 2015 it is. Here on Sport 1, we are here live at the Columbia Super Speedway for the first chase race of in total 4 chase races over here in the series before it is over. So ladies and gentlemen, you're only going to see 4 more Golf Super Speedway Series races for the time being, that is, of course. But that's quite astonishing. So, chase race number 1. A few things we have to go through, but yeah, this we also have to mention that this race at Columbia is the Repsol 500. Will be the qualifying race. 3 qualifying races still. 2 of 18 cars, 1 of 19. This is the one with 19 cars. So, and the next race we'll have go to the Hula Hoop Raceway, then to St. Joltes, and then Coca-Cola Super Speedway, and then it's all over. And we can finally start Phillips Cup Series Season 8. So I do want to finish this series in June, but I will just go through a list because, well, you haven't heard from me in quite a while. I think the last time I uploaded a race was 3 weeks ago. So what have I been up to? Well, most of you guys already knew. I was very busy with my exams. I have done a lot of exams, 7 in total, over the past 3 weeks. Just finished Wednesday. I have a fairly alright feeling that I'm gonna make it. So we will see. The 11th of June, you will all hear it probably. I will post it on the Dascar page, and yeah, I will also mention it in the main race or in the next race. And the next race is not likely gonna be a Golf Super Speedway Series race. Why not? Well, as you know, summer holiday it is for me now. And that means that we are going to start a summer series. Last 2 years we did summer series with the Shell Dirt Ring series. But this season we're going to do something different. What are we going to do? We are going to have either 4 or 5 long endurance races. 3 hours, well, maybe 2 at the end of the series, but maybe some races 2 hours. But the plan is to have them 3 hours every single race. So it will be 12 to 15 hours of racing for you guys. I'm pretty sure. I hope you're gonna enjoy that. So endurance series will be with GTP mods. Of course, you all remember the TomTom International Touring Series. That mod that was used is brought back. So we now have 42 cars who are going to compete with, well, Mercedes. We have Jaguar, of course, the old Jaguar. We have Sauber Mercedes, by the way, and the Mazda 787B, or I think. And of course, we also have Toyota. So, summons for that series will come right after I come back from my holiday next week. So, expect the summons to be around the 8th or the 10th of June, that week at least. First off, I still haven't figured everything quite out yet. I'm busy with testing tracks, but that will come. Well, the first race will be at Le Mans, and then after we'll move to Nordschleife possibly. Then we'll move to Monza. Of course, Monza was also on the list. Maybe some race might be switched around, and there will be one racetrack in the United States of America. I'm not 100% sure which one yet. I'm thinking of either Laguna Seca or, well, Sebring. It seems like the most obvious one to me. Or maybe we're going to go to Petit Le Mans or Lime Rock. Not sure. But that we'll see that later. Then of course Phillips Cup Series also. I've painted all the cars for the GTP mod. I also painted around 8 or 9 cars. So I've been busy for 6 whole days. Well, not completely 24 hours, but 6 days painting 42 cars. Then with 8 or 9 cars was completely all. Most of them are actually historical paint schemes, if not all of them. We have the Silk Cut number 4 Jaguar. We have the Jägermeister Jaguar, I think. We have also a Warsteiner Jaguar. John Player Special Toyota. Can't believe it. I have it painted now. Of course, Golf, Martini, Marlboro, LSS sponsor, and Falcon tires. And there must be some other one. So All looking forward to it. And the other cars are all used in TamTam International Touring Series Season 1 or 2. Then I did change a couple of things, minor paint scheme changes on some of them. Well, I would say on very few of them. I think only 2 or 3 possibly. Also, sponsors have been placed sometimes a little bit differently because I adjusted, or I made the Jaguar, Mercedes, and Toyota, Nissan or Mazda scheme the logos or myself. So you will see that all later. Then, coming back to the Gulf Super Speedway Series, we have a. Of course, this is race number 12, or event number 12, it should say, race number 13, I think, of course, with the double headers. That means that after this race, there will be replacement times, and that is definitely gonna happen. And that's why I desperately want to get these 2 races before I leave Monday. So expect this race to be uploaded today, and then this weekend another race. If everything goes as planned, that's gonna happen for sure. Now I'll give you till around, well, let's say the 7th or the 8th of June, the time to comment, and that's only for the people, of course, who haven't commented, and yeah, those people, I'll mention them in a few moments. There are not very many, so only 8 at the moment on the list. Kate Skirven, Jordan Culp, they still have to come, just like Sean Howell, Jade Hale, part of Kate Skirven's team, Bob Jones as well, and the Sinclair family racing team, so Justin Yee, Ice Sinclair, and James Sinclair. So they have to comment on either this event, like the qualifying races or the main race, or the previous 2 events, so at Ricky Raceway or at Spix Creek. Either one of those events you have to comment once, and then you're fine for the rest of the season, otherwise you will get kicked out. Next season, folks, Cup Series is going to be a little bit stricter on the comment rules, so... Then, we got 2 driver changes. I will come to that later, because I don't think actually any of them are in this race, no. So we will come to that later. Also, penalties. You guys might know I said that I was gonna get a little bit stricter on the penalties. I do, and this is how it's gonna happen from now on. It is effective immediately. What we're gonna happen, usually we say like, well, with somebody turns around 2 cars, for instance, cause 2 different incidents in one race, then the person will be put on probation for, well, that's a few races depending on how serious the matter is. That is, of course, if you have the qualifying races and you turn one person there, and the main race as well, one person, then you're not getting penalized because it's not the same race. Now that is gonna change, because if you turn around somebody in the qualifying races and somebody in the main races, that will still count. We are now looking at not how many cars or how many crashes you have caused over the race, but over the event. So qualifying race and main race together. So for instance, I think it was Nick Soman, who won the most recent main race. He turns around somebody in the main race as well as in the qualifying race. Somebody else is then he also caused a crash over there. So he is not getting penalized now. But if that same thing happens this race, then that person will be penalized. So, but well, I would say just keep your stuff together and you will be fine. Don't try to wreck too many cars, and then you'll be fine. And otherwise, probation is not too bad unless you're on probation and you cause a crash. So, then my planning, of course, I will put. Oh, I will. This is planning, and usually you guys know I'm pretty organized. Yeah, I'm really organized actually, but my planning always, I never tend to keep myself to it. So, however, my planning is, as I already said, I want to finish this series before the 8th of June, because then I'm going on holiday again. So that means that we're gonna have, together with the endurance series, I want to have 2 races before that 8th of July. By the way, not June to July. So 2 endurance races and 3 events in the Gulf Super Speedway Series before then. That's the planning. Might be more endurance races though. So we'll see. I still have a busy time, but it's 5 weeks, so should be enough. And then I'm going to finish the Gulf Super Speedway Series then. After that, of course, the endurance series, we have to finish them. If they are finished, and I'm actually thinking about maybe doing a small other series like a knockout series with just that will come later. There will be like 20 minutes in total video. So, but I'm thinking about that not 100% sure. So, then of course, yeah, we'll see. So, chase race number 1 means we have actually 25 chasers over here, who are all spread out over 3 races. However, I don't think of course, I don't separate them myself. The computer does that, and actually, the computer is always really unfair, and that is also very tricky. Ladies and gentlemen, you are over here of the 19 cars, 12 drivers are chasers. And with 14 drivers making it into the main race means there only will be 2 drivers who will make it. I felt like, yeah, maybe it's a little bit unfair, but yeah, it is. But that's just how things work out and how the rulebook says. So we'll get you through the chaser. First, I will just take you through the fields. 25 chases hasn't changed from the chase video I uploaded. I'm not sure actually. I think I put it after a previous race, so nothing has changed over there. So we'll go through the field over here. Sam Young on the pole, a non-chaser, so that's a pretty good position to be in. Then a 55 car of Bob Jones. Also, just to clarify that, I said it already a couple of times, but the chasers are locked in the race. That's why only the 2 others will make it in the main race. So, yeah, Bob Jones is a chaser. We got Zach Sasser, a chaser, so 61 car next to Inge Lameliana, who is a non-chaser. Yeah, chasers and non-chasers are all mixed up. So Diane Vasquez, a chaser, starting next to chaser Kate Skirvin. Then we got Nick Pericles, a non-chaser, next to Zachary Fitzwater, who is a chaser. Zachary Fitzwater, want to say, well, he's still having a lot of struggles with the death of Carly Miller. Somebody who passed away from, I'm not sure how he knows her, but from the district or something, but he knew her very well, I believe. So, once again, our support goes out to Zachary Fitzwater. Stay strong, buddy. Then we got Saya Asumi in the 43 next to Jane Pinter in the number 6 car, a chaser. We got Dylan Young, a chaser, next to Jason Sinclair, who's not a chaser. Nicole Trumlich, chaser, next to Amiyumi, chaser. Then we got Noortje Smith, a chaser, and Anna Gregg, who's a non-chaser. Oh boy, we got Natalie Hills, chaser, next to Justin Yee, chaser. And then we got Aileen Seid all the way in the back. Almost was actually not, well, she almost did not race at this racetrack, but to that will come soon. Oh, anyway, we're just gonna start this race. 4 laps around this racetrack. So we'll see. I'm not sure if I missed anything, but well, it's just after 3 weeks. There's so much has happened actually. I cannot keep up with it. I will just mention some things throughout the race, but let's now just focus on the racing. And if you want to have more information and more news, just check out the Dascar Facebook page, because I post a lot of updates on my series over there, and everything I said at the moment, I believe, has been put on there. So. 19 cars, 12 chasers who are locked in the main race, 7 non-chasers who have to fight for those last 2 positions. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Young leads us to the green flag, and we are underway over here at Columbia for chase race, qualifying race number 1. Columbia racetrack, which is very fast and very dangerous. Oh boy, that was almost the leader getting turns. The guys are very aggressive. Yeah, of course, the chasers got nothing to lose. They just need to win, because they get those 9 bonus points. Zach Sasser moves down low on Sam Young. And yeah, those 9 bonus points, that might make the difference at the end. Because, well, every point counts. Especially with only 4 races. And these guys are they are already locked in, as we got a big crash in the back as expected. The thing is, these guys are all locked in, so nothing to lose for them. Jane Pinter going around, Natalie Hills 2 chasers, and I think Dylan Young as well. So that's 3 chasers getting turned around. Kate Skirvin chaser, and Inge Lameliana I think has a lot of damage, and that's a non-chaser, so that's a heartbreak for her. Bob Jones chaser, there we got 64. These guys are all chasers, so we are going to see. These guys are just gonna battle over here. Up front, it's Nicole Chernowitz. Two drivers once again who are not chasers. Nah, that's close. Noortje Smith's very aggressive, as well as this is 25 car. Yeah, of course Sam Young, he does have something to lose, because if he does not get a good finish, of course we don't focus on the top 14 now. We just focus on the best few drivers who are not in a chase, and there are only two. So at the moment, I think those positions go to Sam Young and to Anna Gregg, though that 61 and 43 are also there. Oh man, look at how close this is. They are 4 wide again and into the wall. Oh good, that was close. These guys are just so aggressive. And there we go. Coming across the line, we'll have one more lap to go, and it's Diana Vasquez in the lead. 18 car, Anna Gregg. Oh, now she's battling with the 43 car of Saya Asumi and Nick Pericles. That driver is also not there. Here comes Aileen Suiter with a huge run. Oh, she had a great finish last time. I think she finished 3rd or something. But no, it was not. She finished 5th. But a great finish for Aileen Suiter, trying to make the move. We will keep our eyes on front, because that is a non-chaser who's up front. Jason Sinclair has to hold off those drives, and here we have another crash. That's like the 3rd crash of this race. Only 3 cars are gonna finish, and who will win it? It will be, I think, the 8 car. Yes, indeed, the 8 car with 4 1/10 of a second. Holy cow, Saya or Ami Yumi, she will be your new points leader, because she will get 9 bonus points. That's something over there. And the 2 drivers who, well, I mean, like, there are 3 drivers who didn't have any problems. Look at this, everybody else has damage. This is like the most crazy race I've ever seen. It's all about survival, it seems like. And the 8 car over here of Ami Yumi has won. 9 bonus points to her. 2nd position will go on pit road over here. As here you can see it. As said, Kate Skirvin, Natalie Hill, Jane Pinter, and Dylan Young, they would not have made it, but they are chasers, so they did make it. So that will be your top 14, well, your top 14 who will move on to the main race will be Ami Yumi in 1st. She will get those 9 bonus points and be on the pole for the main race. Then we got Nick Pericles in 2nd and Jason Sinclair in 3rd. Those 2 are the only non-chasers who made it this time. Diana Vasquez in 4th position, and she will remain in 4th. So keep an eye on that. So she will not be in front of Nick Pericles and Jason Sinclair. That will not change. Then we got Zachary Fitzwater in 5th would be. Noortje Smits in 6th and Zach Sasser in 7th. And Sam Young, Aileen Suiter, unfortunately, also Saya Sumi skipped her, did not make it. So, oh damn, that's why I didn't do that, because I forgot where we were. So 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Then in 8th position will be Nicole Chernowitz. 9th, Justin Yee. 10th, Bob Jones. 11th, Dylan Young. 12th, Jane Pinter. Natalie Hills 13th and Kate Skirvin 14th. Those drivers will make it to the main race, and all the others unfortunately have not. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit difficult, but once you get used to it, it's the same thing as we did last season, except for that we now have a lot more chasers, not just 16 or 20. I'm not sure how many we have, but now we have 25. But that might as well change, because some drivers or some chasers still have to comment. So, but first we're gonna take a look at the replays, ladies and gentlemen. 3 big crashes, and we're gonna take a look at them now. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. Let's take a look at what happened then. Oh, sorry. Everything was just choking over here. Let's take a look at what happened now. We see Ingela Muljana, she turns around the 55 car, no contact with Nick Pericles first. Then we see, just everybody crashing there. Zachary Fitzwater gets hit by the 16, the 3 car, the 64, the 6, and just a big pileup over here with 7 cars or something. Something continues. You see Dylan Young shoots all the way to the infield. Jane Pinter spins around right underneath the camera. Then we see Kate Skirvin, Inge Lombliana, of course, and Natalie Hills, Bob Jones, and Justin Yee. And there's Zachary Fitzwater with damage. So that actually of those drivers, only one was not a non-chaser, and that was the one person who is Inge Lombliana, and she did not make it because of this incident. So let's take another look at this. There was also secondary contact, so they just all got together. Diane Vasquez, I think, turned around the 3 car of Kate Skirvin into Natalie Hills. Just a whole mess, And of course, penalties, we'll look at that at the end of the race. Don't worry about it too much. Not a big deal. By the way, there will no, I know that Pichu London, he does a comms rule or you cannot spoil, you may not spoil. Just for clarification, I do not have that rule, so just a tip for you guys: don't look at the comments before watching the race. It's all in your hands. Then let's see what else happened. There was almost contact over there. We'll move on. I think Noortje Smits was indeed involved in this. Was not a big incident, but just a small nudge, as it was crowded. Gave room on the outside to the 17 car, but eventually made contact with the 61 and with the 25 car, and that I think that took out the 25 car of Sam Young. Heartbreak for him. Still on pole, was having a very good run, but this took him out of contention to make it into the main race. And now we move on to the last race, to the last lap, where it also was very busy. Like Aileen said, she had a big run. Eventually here it all went wrong. Not sure. It all started with. Not even sure with who it started. It all started with Saya Asumi, I think. She got into the left rear of the 4 car, turned her down into the 82, into the 17, and into the 22. 22 just saved it. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, Aileen Suiten went up on her side almost. So another 5 car incident. Diane Vasquez, she saved it well. Coltrane with Saya Sumi, Aileen Suiten, Anna Gregg, 3 non-chasers. Boy, what a mess. We gotta say, some of these guys have been pretty lucky that they were not hit. And for some reason, I'm not sure how this really feels odd to have that many cars crash. And usually you would say oh boy, yeah, crash out. But now it's not like that. All these guys, actually all the non-chasers who finished also made the race. So that's great. Now look at this. It's an odd incident. I think there was close contact. I do want to make sure I got it on camera. That's some of my issues. Sometimes I don't have a clear camera view because I forgot to record that. So just slow it down. Yeah, Aileen decided she got a bump from the 43, and then she got into the 17 car, and then the 17 car got into the 4 and the 43 again. All getting together, and just a shame. Boy, oh boy. And then here we had to finish. These 3 drivers are the only drivers who finished without any problems. And this is the one who won it. It's Ami Yumi in the number 8 car, part of Joshua Michael's team. So congratulations to her. 9 bonus points. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll get you to qualifying race number 2. So ladies and gentlemen, we are back again over here at the Columbia Superspeedway for qualifying race number 2 for the Repsol 500, the first chase race of the day. So we had 12 chasers in the first race, and now we have 7 chasers. Did we have 12, 7? The 19 means there are going to be 6 chasers in the last race. Golly, that's amazing. Anyway, oh yeah, just for you to know what I thought. Well, it might be possible with 25 chases that at one point we're going to have more than 14 chases. What happens then? Then I'm going to redo the qualifying, so it's easy as that. Don't have to worry about that. There's not going to be it's 1 point in one qualifying race you're going to have 17 cars in because they're all chased, and the other one there's going to be 10 cars in. So not going to happen. So Let's go to this race. If you want to have the long one, watch the long introduction with what happened in previous few weeks with my exams, the endurance series, the Phillips Cup series, and commenting injuries. We'll come to those two drivers this race. Penalty changes and planning stuff. Watch the introduction. It's a long, but I can imagine if you don't want to. So let's take you through the field. We got over here Chris Washer in the number 47 car up front on the pole. Chris Washer, somebody who's also watching endurance races lately. So let's see. Probably expect him to be in the endurance series in that case. So then we got Annie Thomas in the number 75 car. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, she is back again. It was Riley Anderson who replaced her last race after a terrible crash at the Pigs Creek Superspeedway. Luckily, she already is back again. Well, she was out for a few weeks, but we only had one race for those few weeks. So lucky for her, she only missed one race. So here she is back again. We got the number 96 car. This is a new driver, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is literally like a last-minute deal. Only today this deal came. So it was Amber Zomer's car, but this time it is gonna be a new driver, a new Dutch driver, Demi Spander. She is gonna start over here and try to make the field. This is gonna be for her just testing, practicing this racing because she is all new to a race car. So we'll see what she can do. And then she will be in the endurance series, sharing the car, possibly with most likely with Noortje Smits. And if she does very well, she might as well come back next season in the Phillips Cup series. Otherwise, she will again share the car with Noortje Smits. So she will be sharing with Noortje Smits a lot, but this time, Noortje Smits is chaser, so sharing is just not a smart idea. So she's sharing this time with Amber Zomers. Demi is a good friend from, me as well, as Sanne, Debbie, Denise, and Inge, also classmate of her. And who else? Well, Noortje as well. Noortje Smith. So ladies and gentlemen, that's Demi Spanders, welcoming her to the series. And we got Lily Erickson this time in the number 42 car. Then we got Jen Hill, a chaser, starting right next to Catherine Young, a chaser. We got a couple of chasers now. We got the 77 car of Denise Steiner. Oh, she's not a chaser. Then we got Bess Denise in the number 63 car, a chaser. Of course, two cars of Tottenham's racing team make the chase. Great job by them. Ray Takeda, the 08 car, chaser. Was lucky to make the chase actually. So Molly Black in the number 56 car is there. We got Lisa Gonzalez in the number 53 car again, trying to make the field. Jeffrey Fingai, chaser, was pretty lucky as well. Did not make the main race last time, but now he is in and will stay in till the end of the season. We got Elena Rose in the number 5 car, starting right next to Debbie Myers. A couple of non-chasers. Here we got Sanne Koers in the 51 car. She is a chaser. Right next to Jonah Culp, another chaser. And then we got Jeff Levi, a non-chaser, and Bev Black, also a non-chaser. So 7 chasers already have a feeling like, there are quite a lot of more non-chasers. Well, that's true. We're going to see what will happen this time. We got a couple of newcomers up front. Well, actually only one. Actually, Annie Thomas is just actually new from back again. Or she's, new from gone. Back from gone. Back again from gone. Well, whatever. So, pace car pulls off. We gotta have Chris Washer and Annie Thomas on the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 drivers are in, and 7 drivers need to race their way in. 7 of those 18 drivers, I would say 7 of those 11 drivers, so should be doable. Come on, guys, let's get this thing underway. Chris Washer leads us to the green. And watch Lily Erickson. She gotta make a move soon. There she goes. Not yet. Oh, that's close. That's aggressive. Turn number 1. Oh boy. Oh yeah. If you haven't seen qualifying race number 1, we had a lot of crashes and there are a couple of guys already spinning, and it's Sanne Koers up on the guardrail, up on the safer barrier with the rear of her car. Well, luckily for her, she's already in. 26 car was involved. The 7 car All chasers, there, Jeff Levi, he's a non-chaser, so that's a heartbreak for him. Oh, look at this mess. Oh boy. Still the number 47 is up front. Here comes Demi Spanner with a run. Well, she's immediately getting off to a great start. We got 4 non-chasers up front over here. And a whole gaggle of cars over here. Well, at least it was a whole gaggle of cars. Well, not anymore. Here we go. For the lead, Demi Spanner in the first attempt to make the race. As long as she finishes up in the top, I would say 10, she was gonna be fine. There is Jade Hale, 52 car. Coming down low on her. Oh, and Chris Washer got turned, but that launched him all the way just side by side with Jade Hale. Also, Lisa Gonzalez, she was the one who turned him. There we go, into the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. I believe. Or maybe not. Oh, not. Okay. 2 laps to go then. Chris Washer is still up front now. And there's a lap track with this. We're not gonna meet that lap traffic, are we? Now it's just a matter of for these guys, keep it safe, keep it clean. And try to make the finish. There is the 10 car, Catherine Young up front. The 08 car almost got turned by the 75 car. Oh boy, this is close! And some others getting turned. Jade Hill goes around from the bumper of the 96 car, who got brutally turned by one of her good friends, Denise Steinhauer. That's a great way from those, friends, I would say, to say hello to each other. Welcome to the series. And there's the 08 car. Ray Takeda, final lap this is. Remember, those 9 bonus points are for the winner only. So, coming into turn number 3 and 4, will the 53 car of Lisa Gonzalez make a move? There comes Chris Washer with a big move. Look at the run Chris Washer has. Can he get side by side with the 08 car? I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, this race is gonna go to Ray Takeda. And that's Ray Takeda into the main race. For sure. Wow. That of course is gonna be the question, who did not make it? And, well, of course all the chasers are in, so that's 7 drivers already locked in. My goodness. Yeah, it's brutal racing over here. Every man for himself or herself. And a couple of cars already retired from the track, and it was, actually only one on the course. But she's already locked in because she's a chaser. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at this. A whole bunch of chasers all the way in the back. So that means that 4 drivers will not make, and those 4 drivers are all non-chasers. That will be Jeff Levi, Beth Black, Debbie Myers, and Molly Black. So that, oh man, tough race again for the Blacks. 2 of them did not make it. So that means that Ray Takeda gets 9 bonus points. Will be together with Ami Yumi, then the points leader with... Oh no, actually, I keep on saying points leader, but for a win, of course, it was 10 bonus points, not 9. So sorry about that, of course, for our Ami Yumi as well. They will be second in points then, tied with each other. Then we got Lisa Gonzalez will be in second position. Chris Washer makes it in third position. Then we got Catherine Young in fourth, chaser. We got Annie Thomas in 5th position, coming back again from being away, and she makes it. Then we got Lily Erickson in 6th position, Denise Steinhauer in 7th, so luckily for her again, she makes it. Demi Spanner in her first attempt starts. She got a start over here. Already had a big moment of turning, I think it was 52 car around. Well, from the front bumper of Denise Steinhauer. But of course, that will be looked at by the stewards. We got Alina Rose then, of course, in 9th. She makes it. And after that, it will be in 10th position. Not Molly Black, but Beth Sinise. 11th will be Jade Hill. 12th, Jordan Culp. Jeffrey Finguy in 13th. And Sonny Course all the way in 14th will be starting on the 31st. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had only two incidents, I believe. So we're gonna take a look at them. A big crash on lap number 1. And, well, let's take a look at the replays. So this is where it went wrong Pretty brutal over here, and a chaser wrecking a non-chaser, and thus the chaser, of course, makes it to the main race, and the non-chaser does not. And a couple of non-chasers were involved in this. Take a look at this. Jeffrey Finguy turning around Molly Black into Debbie Myers, who also did not make it. That's into the 26 car, the 5 car as well, and there, look at that 51 car, up onto the wall. Well, that's quite a big crash for Santa Course. I think not the biggest crash she's had. She probably already flipped over at one point. But well, pretty brutal crash for her. Pretty spectacular crash, sorry about that. Jeffrey Finguy and Jordan Cobb, 3 of the drivers who stranded over here, but they all made it to the main race. So let's take another look at this from the camera we actually saw it from. There we go. Jeffrey Finguy makes contact with Molly Black. Oh, that was a hard hit for Santa Course. That was a very hard hit. Oh, goodly, we gotta go onward with her, because that was straight into the wall. These cars are pretty safe. I mean, like last race we had, I think it was Ruka Taka with a terrible crash. We haven't heard any injury reports, so very safe these cars are. From onboard it doesn't look as bad as from the outside view, so yeah. Not a great start to her chase, but at least she's in the main race. And then let's take a look at what happened up front over here. That was a close call with Beth Denise. Well, eventually she recovered, so they were going 4 wide over here. That's quite amazing. And then this lap, lap later, she spun around, and that was indeed from the front bumper of the 92 car, or 96 car, excuse me. Dani Spander got turned by Denise Steiner, so Denise Steiner will get a stripe on there. Has to look out in the main race. But Jade Hill, the unlucky one from all. However, she's a chaser, so she still made it. Let's get another camera angle over here. Spectator cam. Why not? Oh, there she goes. Great job by everybody else saving it. I gotta say, great job by Jade Hill saving it. Complete 360 and move on. There we go. So ladies and gentlemen, your winner is now Ray Takeda. We'll take you now to qualifying race number 3.
Never meant to leave this world alone. I never meant to hurt the ones who cared. And all this time I thought we'd just grow old. You know, no one said it's fair. Tell my baby girl that it's alright.
And here we are back again for race number 3 over here in the Golf Super Speedway Series. Season 5 Chase, race number 1. The Repsol 500, 2 qualifying race we already had. I gotta, tell me if I need to speak more, better, like say, articulate. I'm not sure if that is an English word, but better. And just, tell me. Of course, Ami Yumi won qualifying race number 1. Qualifying race number 2 won by what was our teammate? Actually, I only noticed that a few moments ago. Ray Takeda. So we'll see, because we got another one of the team on the front way. It might be on the front row. It might be possible that this team is gonna sweep the whole front. Well, all 3 the qualifying race. It might be possible. We'll see. Joshua Michael means on the pole. Then we got Sean Howell, a chaser. We are gonna have 6 chasers here, so it means that 8 non-chasers will make it and 4 non-chasers will not, of the 12. So there we got Momo Ikari up over here next to Roman Rihal. Yes, indeed, it is not Nick Soman driving, because the deal is that after 2 races of Nick Soman driving, Roman Rihal will be behind the wheel. So here's Roman Rihal again. Actually, I gotta make sure if I got it right. I got it right, but if I did get it wrong, well, I don't think he ever. Well, he comes a whole lot. Nick Pericles does. So we'll see. If it was not meant, I'm sorry, but. Yeah. And we got Prudence Littlejohn in the number 50 car, chaser. By the way, next season Phillips Cup Series, that is not gonna be a doubleheader because I hate them. It seems like a great idea, but as soon as you come to standings and people say, well, I want it in this race and that, I just say, God, no. We'll see. There's gonna be double races, however, so sprint race and the main race, that's for sure. That's gonna stay. More information on those on the Phillips Cup Series will come later. So, Kazi Spengler, another chaser over here. Then we got Ike Sinclair, non-chaser, and Joseph Nesto, non-chaser in the Maserati. And this Maserati will also appear in the Phillips Cup Series Season 8. I made this Maserati for the original Cup mod as well. So, we got Robert Young in the number 12 car next to Jackson Brown, who will also be racing in. Well, you will see this driver a whole lot more from now on, also in the Phillips Cup Series and in the and in the Endurance Series. Then we got Skylar Dixon starting next to Makoto Iguchi. Two non-chasers. We got Haruka Takeda chaser next to Ryder Smith. We got John Cittadino chaser starting next to Harry Hills. Cassandra Pericles and Barry Johnson round up the field. So that's 18 cars, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see how this will play out. Now there are only 6 drivers who got nothing to lose. We already saw a pretty whole lot calmer race last time, but we'll see. More chance of the non-chasers to make it in the race, so that's also important for them. I gotta say, man, we had a crazy race number 1, qualifying race number 1, with 3 crashes. Only 3 cars eventually finished, so that's kind of crazy. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen this time, but you never know. You never know. This thing is unpredictable. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got Josh Michaels and Sean Howell up on the front row. And the green flag is out. And look at the start of Joshua Michaels. What a start it was. He's checking out. See you later, guys. Amazing start by Joshua Michaels. So, storming into turn number 1 and 2. Let's focus on the fronts. Because there, oh, look at that. This Momo Ikari already making a move. Oh, and the great start of Joshua Michaels is suddenly, well, after half a lap, was just gone. Now it's gone. Because they're going 3 wide. Bruce Littlejohn up front. 4 wide right behind them. Look out, guys. That's close. That's really, really, really close. Oh, and there we go. And a big crash. 4 or 5 cars involved in this one. Nick Soman Roman Rio is one of them. We got the 11 car Kazi Spengler. There we got Joshua Michaels and also Sean Howell. So that's a few chasers. Oh boy. 2 car may have had some issues with that as well. But of course she's another chaser, so no problems for her. 3 drivers from Joshua Michaels' team made a chase. That's quite astonishing, gotta say. 3 of the 4. So, Robert Young, another chaser up front. Here comes Jackson Brown, though. Oh, and it was a great save over there. I think it was Joseph Ernesto who got the worst from that. Not sure what happened. Somebody got turned. But they all saved it, so great job by them. 2 laps in, 2 to go. And Jackson Brown is opening up a pretty wide gap over here. Over Cassandra Pericles it is now, who's got on the rear bumper the 9 car of Makoto Iguchi. There's the 29 car of Ryder Smith coming, a couple of Red Viper racing cars. Of course, that's the team of Nick Pericles, if I'm correct. Well, at least on the name, I gotta say. I know it's the Red Viper team is from him. So here comes the number 9 car, Makoto Iguchi to the inside. And Ryder Smith, I gotta say, keep an eye on the Ryder Smith. Ryder Smith is gonna try to get a run over here in the last lap. A last lap pass on the number 9 car. Is it possible? Makoto Iguchi up front. And a whole bunch of cars right behind her. That's like 7, 8, 9, 10 cars all in one cloud of cars right behind her. Thing is, this cloud can either rapidly or it can crash. And then there will be no problems for Makoto Iguchi. Can she beat them off? 4 wide into turn number 3. Now it's gonna be 3 wide. Here we go. Here's Skylar Dixon. Number 9 car trying to block. Is it gonna be enough for her? Makoto Iguchi. In the trial, yes, I think it's gonna be enough. There she comes, and Makoto Iguchi wins race number 3. That does mean that we have 3 Japanese drivers win these qualifying races. With Ami Yumi, Rei Takeda, and Makoto Iguchi. How about that? It's amazing. Oh, these guys are still leaning on each other. Cassandra Pericles at this together with... Oh, that's pretty little John. I'm not sure what that's all about. Probably just, well, close racing. I'm saying, wow, that was awesome, man. So, 4 drivers did not make the race, and those 4 drivers are... Oh boy, there we go. And there they crash, and it's the leader who got crashed and gets turned over there. Got hit by John Citadino, so... Golly. Well, that wasn't expected. I think it's 12 car, Robert Young, who did that. Of course, after the race there will not be penalties. Usually in NASCAR it's like, if you turn somebody after the race, oh, then you're definitely not... That is definitely not your birthday yet. Just a common Dutch phrase, but here it's not, because, well, these guys have nothing to lose right after the finish, so... People did not make it. Once again, Roman Real in the number 30 car after that crash. Joshua Michaels also a heartbreak for him. Well, that's what you get with Taylor Swift's car, Josh. Then we got Harry Hills and Joseph Vanessa, even though they're in top 14, did not make it. So, who did make it? That's going to be the question, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Iguchi, of course, she made it. She's going to be starting in 3rd position in the main race, so... 9 bonus points for her. That's definitely something she likes. We got Skylar Dixon, 07 car, just barely missed it, making it into the chase. I think it's only with a few points. But yeah, he did miss it, and he's now 2nd. Betty Johnson also makes it 3rd position for her. Then we got Isis Sinclair in the number 65 car in 4th. We got Bruce Littlejohn, the first chaser of this group, in 5th position. We got... Cassandra Pericles in 6th. Then we got Robert Young in the number 12 car in 7th position, so great job by another chaser. Momo Ikari in number 14 in 8th. We got John Citadino in 9th position. Ryder Smith in 10th. And then it's gonna be Jackson Brown in 11th. And then it's gonna be Haruka Takeda in 12th. 13th, Kazi Spengler, 14th, Sean Howell. So ladies and gentlemen, that's your 2 qualifying races. Let's take a look at the replays first, and then we'll get you to, well, the end of the video. And then at the end of the video you will see the starting lineup for the Repsol 500 over here at Columbia. So ladies and gentlemen, there we go to the replays. My goodness, what a heartbreaker it was for Joshua Michaels. He literally went from first place to last place in just one single lap, the first lap. Contact was made with... I'm not sure. I think Joseph Nesta turned around the 30 car into Kazi Spangler, into Sean Howell, into Joshua Michaels. It's a little bit off the ground. There goes the 2 car. That's even worse for Josh. 2 of his team cars were involved in this thing. Haruka Takeda, that is. However, Haruka is already in this race, so that's good for her. But still, there Kazi Spangler will get turned around. He eventually will spin and spin and spin. Try to put on Vierstein cars. I'm not sure, or Freestein tires. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that, but for the Philips Cup Series, I made new Vierstein tires. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna try. It works for the Philips Cup Series. I've already seen it, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm satisfied with that. But we'll see. However, it is not. It did not work for this. What do you call it? It did not work for this, for this mod. So, Gen 6 mod. Well, let's see if I can fix it. I don't. Well, not at least not. I gotta make new tires again. So that's gonna be the pain. We'll have to suffer through, but we'll see. It will not be for now. Oh man, Nick Soman also tipped over almost. So. Kazi Spangler, Joshua Michaels, Nick Soman, Sean Howell, and Haruka Takeda were involved in this. Then later I gotta make sure, because one lap later, Joshua Michaels Judge Ness was also a little bit further back. What happened over here? Well, I think up high they made contact with the 50 car got turned into her teammate, and then the 62 car just had to take evasive action. That's a harbor for Joseph. That's the reason why he did not make it into the main race. So here once again the standings. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner was another Japanese driver, and where is she at the moment? She was all the way up to 3rd, 4th. So ladies and gentlemen, that was it over here. We're gonna take you to the main race tomorrow or Sunday, so very, very soon. Keep an eye out on that. But for now, congratulations to Ami Yumi, Ray Takeda and Makoto Iguchi to make it a Japanese sweep over in the Dascar Golf Super Speedway Series Season 5 2015 here on Sport 1. We'll see you next time.